So the new Haunting event has just dropped in MW2 and Warzone Season 6, and this has obviously got some cool rewards across MW2 and Warzone, some new monsters to hunt down, and lots of souls to collect in order to redeem for a bunch of different rewards in the Haunting store. Now, souls can be quite difficult to collect. They're similar to trophies from Season 3 of MW2, but in this video I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily unlock them without too much effort. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. If you find this useful, just be sure to leave a like and check out my other Haunting guides, like how to defeat the different monsters in Warzone, how to level up the battle pass, weapons, that kind of thing. This event is only around until early November, so it's important to kind of do it while you can, and I'll have timestamps in the description if you guys want for different parts of the game in terms of earning trophies. But without further ado, let's dive straight into the guide. So you earn souls by killing enemies and then sort of running over them to pick them up. They're like a green 3D glowing holographic skull, and you can earn these in MW2 Multiplayer, Warzone Battle Royale and DMZ as well, so you can earn them across all modes, but there's a different number of souls you can earn in different modes. And starting off with multiplayer, you can normally earn up to 6 souls per match. Now the number of souls you can earn varies greatly depending on the mode you're playing. Some modes are more like 6, some are closer to 12, so it just depends which mode you're playing. What I would say is the thing with multiplayer is that whatever trophies you earn them by like just killing players and running over them, or if players have already picked up souls, then obviously you can take their souls as well. But once you've kind of earned these souls, you then need to secure them, and the way to do that is basically to finish the match in multiplayer. So unfortunately you can't leave the match, otherwise the ones you've earned will be removed and you basically will have no progress whatsoever. So it's worth staying in the match until it finishes, which makes things a little bit annoying. So therefore I'd say the best modes you want to go for are kind of shorter, quicker matches. Generally I'd say Shipment's quite good, although the game mode in Shipment will vary, depending on what it is. So if it's a quicker mode, there'll be probably less souls to get, but the match will be quicker. If it's a longer mode, there'll be more souls to collect, but obviously the game mode will last a little bit longer. So it's up to you guys, but I would say try and go into the Shipment playlist if you can, or any other kind of similar mode, things like TDM, kill confirm, that kind of thing. Nothing too long, you just want quick, easy modes, but unfortunately you do need to stay in the match until it finishes, which is kind of frustrating. The only thing I'd say is that if you guys have pre-ordered MW2 3, you'll get access to the Vault Edition. You're going to get access to the Soul Harvester blueprint for the M4. So it's got some purple weapon tracing effect, which looks cool, but the main selling point of this blueprint is that it will get you more souls than normal. So with a normal weapon you'd get a certain number of souls. With the Soul Harvester weapon you'll get double the amount. So if you get a kill you'll get 2 souls rather than 1, that kind of thing. So if you have pre-ordered it, it's obviously worth using that blueprint, or if you're thinking about it, obviously feel free to do so, but don't pre-order the premium edition just for that. It's not worth it just for that, but if you're thinking about it anyway, it's something just to consider. But that is pretty much it for multiplayer. What about in Warzone? Let's talk about that quickly and then we'll talk about which mode is best overall. So for Warzone, there's a couple of different modes. Obviously you can play DMZ, which we'll talk about in a minute. You can also play, like Vondel Lockdown, normal Battle Royale, and you can also play Massive Resurgence on this nighttime Al Mazrah, which is kind of themed for the Haunting. Now, what I would say is there's 2 main modes which would be quite good. The first one is DMZ, and that's quite good because you can collect souls quite quickly from doing things, killing certain AI every now and then will give you a soul, opening certain containers might give you souls, killing other enemy operators will give you souls, and also killing certain monsters will give you souls as well. So every time you kill a monster, one of the main ones that you get rewards from in this event, you get a really large number of souls, about 16 each time, and this is for both Battle Royale and DMZ in terms of Warzone. So there's lots of ways to earn them in DMZ, but obviously you've got limited respawns, you've kind of got to have gear. Some people don't like DMZ, it's a bit more difficult to set up for. It's more relaxed and there's less people to come hunt you down, but it's a little bit more difficult. So I would say DMZ is good if you're playing it, and if you're trying to kill any of the monsters to get these rewards, DMZ is probably better. But in terms of just collecting souls, DMZ might not be the quickest way, because then you can't just leave the match, you've got to exfil, which is a bit difficult. So what I recommend, the best way to collect souls, I'd say overall, is in Warzone Massive Resurgence. Right now it's on Al Mazrah, and basically what happens if you spawn in, there's loads of different ways you can earn souls. So obviously you can kill normal enemies. Every now and then there's sort of a spirit lingering around certain areas of the map, and if you shoot those you'll collect souls from them as well, which is good. That'll get you souls. Opening lots of loot boxes will get you souls. Almost every loot box you open will get you souls, which is really good. So basically you don't have to open many boxes at all to get these souls. And like I say, killing enemy operators, killing bosses, or monsters like the butcher, the swamp creature, that kind of thing, they'll all get you souls as well, which is really good. So there's loads of different ways to get it in Massive Resurgence, and the good thing about that mode, I don't know if it's the same for all Warzone modes, but for that mode at least, you can actually leave the match without it getting rid of your souls. So basically it does count for you to keep your souls if you leave the match. I've tested this quite a few times, and therefore I would say that's probably one of the best ways to do it, because you can kind of of just spawn in, earn your souls, and then once you've either gotten all of them and hit the target, I think the target's higher, it's about 20 souls in Warzone. Once you've hit that target, you can then either leave, or if you feel like you've got quite a few souls but there's not really much more you can do in the game, you can just leave anyway. So it's much quicker doing it in that mode compared to other modes. So I'd highly recommend doing it in Warzone. Massive resurgence if you can. That's my overall favourite way to do it. And like I say, don't forget to kill enemy operators, and obviously if you kill them and they've already got souls on them, you can get souls from them. You can get it from killing the monsters, opening loot boxes, killing these spirits that are lying around, that kind of thing. There's loads of different ways to get souls in the game. And then obviously in any of the Warzone modes, whether that's DMZ or Massive Resurgence, if you can bring your Soul Harvester weapon blueprint in, if you've pre-ordered the MW2 3 Premium Edition, then obviously use that as well. So obviously for DMZ you can just put it in your ensure weapon slot and obviously just bring that in. For Massive Resurgence you'd have to like buy your loadout, but if you can do that, obviously that will be great, as you'll have your Soul Harvester blueprint to get double the number of souls, and it's much quicker. But that is the absolute fastest way to earn souls in MW2 and Warzone Season 6 for the Haunting event right now. If you guys found this useful, be sure to leave a like. Check out my other haunting guides, like how to defeat various monsters like the Butcher, the Swamp Creature, that kind of thing, how to level up your weapons, Battle Pass, and so on. And feel free to subscribe to stay up to date with all my latest MW2, Warzone, and MW3 videos as well. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you all on the next one.